WGNS.
Stay with us for the prayer here.
Game of football. We're thankful for the two schools, Ezell Harding and MTCS, that we ask that you continue to watch over both of our schools and help us to be a shining light in our community.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
2 NBA games tonight, just underway. Philadelphia at Milwaukee. Later, it's the Suns at the Lakers. There's an NFL game at Buffalo, 8:15 p.m. the kickoff. The Bills host Tampa Bay. Bucs quarterback Baker Mayfield will play. He had been listed as questionable with a sore knee. Raiders quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo returned to practice after a back injury. Vegas plays Monday night at Detroit. Lions running back David Montgomery with a rib injury did not practice today. Bears quarterback Justin Fields with his bad thumb missed practice. Chargers wide receiver Joshua Palmer did not practice due to his bad knee. Chargers are due to host the Bears on Sunday night. Wide receiver Mike Williams of the Chargers had surgery on his torn ACL yesterday. Giants quarterback Daniel Jones was limited in practice again, and Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson, who's out this week with a bad shoulder, says he was not ready to play last Sunday, despite starting.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes here in Rutherford County. Experts in joint, bones, and muscles. And with over 65 specialists, TOA has a playbook to get you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit TOA.com or call 855-NEED-TOA. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. TOA. Live your best life.
Mills Family Pharmacy has served Murfreesboro and surrounding communities for nearly 2 decades, and we do more than just filling prescriptions. If you have questions about medications, we can help.
If a particular medicine needs to be compounded, can you do that?
Absolutely. Compounding gives pharmacists like Chad Mills or Craig Buckner the ability to produce a unique dosage, preservative-free and sugar-free if needed.
This is Chad Mills with Mills Family Pharmacy. We're located next to Toots South on South Church Street in Murfreesboro.
Visit millsfamilypharmacy.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
And good evening, everyone, from the campus of Middle Tennessee Christian School. Tonight we have a special treat, Thursday night treat for you, between the Cougars and the Ezell Harding Eagles here on WGNS State Farm Prep Football. I'm John Dingens. Rod Edwards is here, and Brian Baird will be the play-by-play story tonight on the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. They've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they needed it most. If you've been injured, call the law of John Day for. I'm going to go right into the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup, and we'll. I think you've already heard how they have fresh, never frozen meats. They're smoked the old-fashioned way, and they have chicken and beef. Also, you can try favorites like slaw dogs, loaded baked potatoes. From the pit to the plate, Rick's Barbecue, that's where it's at. Hungry family, if you got one, go to Warrior Drive off South Church Street. And Rod, tonight, our first look at the Cougars, and they have had a tremendous, tremendous season.
Yes, sitting at 8-1. The one loss was to South Pittsburgh, who's rated number 1 in state in 1A, and it was a dandy game, really tough defensive game. So that's the only negative mark they have on their record. They are first in the 2A East Division. Looking for a good run into the state tournament area. It is
a game that really doesn't really affect them, but it's senior night, so it's a special night for them.
Right, kind of a celebration night. They looked like they had a big group at the pre-party before the game over at the campus as we came on. So an exciting night for seniors to be recognized. A final of the regular season, but the big stuff starts after that.
All right, right now it's 73 degrees and clear. It's a beautiful night for football. And joining me here will be Brian Barrett, and he's going to tell us some of the players to watch in tonight's ball game.
All right, here we go.
Time now for your players to watch. Brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, along with JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates.
A lot of these guys are seniors. They were just recognized on senior night. 13 total seniors on this Cougars squad of Christian Peterson in his first year as head coach. Starts with the quarterback, Yates Guerin, senior quarterback. He is 31 of 58 passing, 388 yards, 5 TDs, just 2 interceptions on the season, completing 54% of his passes. 83 carries for 632 yards rushing and 8 TDs. In the backfield, he is, I would think, has to be a candidate for Mr. Football this year, senior running back Eli Wilson. 84 carries, 1,304 yards. He's averaging 13 yards per carry and 163 yards per game. Has 7 100-yard rushing games this season, 21 touchdowns total. Also expect to see Brooks Jones get some carries along with Gabe Howell. And wideouts, expect to see Briggs Boyd out there along with others. Also, Jarek Reynolds will be your kicker as well. Also for the Ezell Harding Eagles, Elijah Donnell. He is a junior quarterback. In the backfield, you'll see Noah Wilson as well as freshman Jaden McKnight, and Kalen Robinson will be the senior wide receiver. Ryder Carver will be the kicker for Ezell Harding. But their stats are really kind of puny. Only 745 yards total rushing on the season. That's for a team total. And you got Eli Wilson with 1,304 just himself. So that really says a lot about the Ezell Harding Eagles. So there you go, a few players to watch here from JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, Fans Heating and Air, as well as winners' trophies. All right, the coin toss happened, and I was giving the players to watch, so not sure what happened there, so we'll just be all surprised at once. I think the Cougars are going to receive, I believe. All right, well, that's good news. Cougars clad in the black tops with white numbers, white pants, and black helmets with the Cougar logo on the side. Ezell Harding with the white pants, white tops, black numbers, gray pants, and they've got a little maroon with the Ezell Harding Eagle logo, and they bust through their sideline and the end zone, and the Cougars about to make their way out here as well. Let's take our final 1-minute timeout. We'll come back. Start of the game is next here on State Farm Prep Sports, WGNS Murfreesboro, Smyrna.
Over 100 crispy Old World pepperoni.
Cheesy crust edge.
This Fanceroni pepperoni from Little Caesars is fancy.
Am I fancy enough for the Fanceroni? I'm wearing cargo shorts.
But Tim, me too. Fancy isn't measured by your inseam. Because if you are what you eat, then we're all feeling mighty fancy today.
Yeah! Try the Fanceroni pepperoni with over 100 Old World pepperoni.
In Murfreesboro on Memorial, Warrior Drive, South Church, and Old Fort.
Pizza, pizza.
Hi, this is Dan at Music World and Drummers Den. You've bought your new guitar, your keyboard, or your drums. You don't know how to play it. Well, we have lessons on all stringed instruments, all keyboards, and one of the best drum instructors in the area. We are set up for all types of lessons. Music World and Drummers Den, 2762 South Church Street. If you need music gear, Music World and Drummers Den is where you need to be. South Church Street, across from Indian Hills Golf Course.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Football.
State Farm Prep Sports on News Radio WGNS and brought to you in part by Sir Pizza, sponsor of our Game and Coaches Show podcast. Find them at WGNSSports.com or wherever you listen to audio. Sir Pizza on East Main, South Church, and Memorial. Ezell Harding lining up at the 40-yard line, getting ready to kick off here. And Ezell's Ryder Carver, he is a senior, getting ready to kick off to the Cougars. And MTCS's Eli Wilson is standing just over the goal line. He is hovering at around the 2 and the 3, and now he's at the 4-yard line and now backs up. He is very dangerous back there, and I'm sure Carver is going to try to do anything he can to keep from kicking to him. About ready to get this one underway from Throneberry Stadium. And the kick is in the air, angled to the left. It is going to be caught by the Cougars, Jeremy Ramsey, and it's fair caught there at the make that 35-yard line, right there at it. And your official J. Mullins Jewelry kickoff time is 7:01. J. Mullins Jewelry on West Northfield Boulevard. Expert jewelry repair, custom jewelry design and manufacturing, and those indestructible reactor watches, the last watch you'll ever need. J. Mullins Jewelry and Gifts, West Northfield Boulevard, between Memorial and Sulphur Springs, just right up the road here. Ball actually spotted at the 32-yard line. Two halfbacks. Running to the left is Guerin, and gets the ball up to the 37-yard line, picks up 5 yards on the quarterback keeper. Again, coming into this game, 632 yards rushing on 83 carries. Brings up a 2nd down and 4 now. There appears to be a pretty good size advantage for the Christian School Cougars at the line of scrimmage. Wilson with a direct snap, takes it left side, bounces it outside 50, 45-40, cuts back inside. He's at the 30-yard line and finally going to be muscled down just across the 30 at the 29.5-yard line. And the Cougars are in business here with a big run of 38 yards by Eli Wilson. Copeland finally made the tackle. Well, he's going to be hard to stop, and he's so good not only running the ball inside, but he can scoot to the outside. He's got great speed. He had one tackle to beat, and Copeland made that tackle. Cougars line up heavy here to the right. Guerin going to be taken down at the 25-yard line, picks up 4 on the 1st and 10 after the first bank first down. Copeland with another tackle. Copeland coming into the game with 32 tackles, 2 for loss for the Eagles of Ezell Harding. 2nd and 6 from the 25-yard line of Ezell Harding. Cougars moving from left to right. Ooh, the snap is low, and Guerin has to just fall on it back at the 30-yard line. Bad snap. Well, that's unfortunate, but still a makeable 3rd down here, 3rd and 6. Well, I think it's going to be 3rd and 10. Well, at least he didn't have to go too far to get it. It'll be a loss of 4 on that play. Back to the 29-yard line. Brooks Jones on the right hip of Guerin. Guerin rolls out right side. Pass is incomplete. Trying to catch Jones. And now it is 4th down. And what does MTCS decide to do here? Probably this deep in Eagle territory. May go for it, I'd say. I would rest assured probably they're going to do that. They got it on the, 29. Yeah, would have been nice to maybe pick up a little bit on 3rd down. On 4th down, Wilson lined up on the left side. Direct snap to Eli Wilson. Wilson gets a nice block. 10, 5, end zone, touchdown. Cougars takes it in from 29 out. Well, within doubt, you need 10 yards. Wilson will get you about 29. MTCS strikes first here in this matchup with the Eagles. Toots touchdown for MTCS, and they draw first blood here in the final game and senior night. That is the 22nd touchdown of the season for Eli Wilson. Don't forget, Toots is celebrating their 38th anniversary, and this Sunday at the Broad Street, the original Toots, 38 cents for a half order of the fried pickles. The extra point attempt, no good, by the way. Extra point attempt, no good.
So your score 6-0 MTCS over Ezell Harding here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Every team knows which play can be the winning move. I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, here to help life go right by combining your home and auto insurance. Call me today at 615-893-1417. It's a winning move that saves you time and money.
Each team knows which play can be the winning move. I'm good neighbor State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and I'd love the opportunity to talk to you about combining your home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-895-2700, and I can save you time and money.
If someone asked, "What's your more?" would you be surprised? Well, at First Bank, knowing your more is where we start. Whether it's seeing your kid's college graduation, seeing the world, or seeing the ocean from your patio, your more helps us see who you are. That's why First Bank offers you more time, more access to local lenders and leaders, more answers, and more products. So tell us, what's your more? First Bank. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight brought to you by Animal City, Music World and Drummers Den, Stones River Town Center, and Mills Family Pharmacy. MTCS leads 6-0 here, ready to kick off to the Eagles.
4th and 10 from the 29, and Eli Wilson takes it in 29 yards for the Cougar touchdown. The extra point no good, and it's 6-0. And the Cougars kicking off here to Ezell Harding. This one's going to take a bounce and be picked up by the Eagles to the 20. And just shy of the 30-yard line is where Ezell Harding will begin here. Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, Rod Edwards here with you tonight. Tomorrow
what day
night,
is it?
It's Thursday.
Okay, thanks. Let me remind me.
Tomorrow night, we'll be a few miles from here at Oakland High School. It's the Battle of the Borough. Everybody's buzzing about that one. 1st and 10 for Ezell at the 28-yard line. They're moving right to left. Donnell. It's not Donnell either. It's 15. Willis Frazier. Pass is going to be complete to Demetrius Sane. And he's going to be slung down at about the 37-yard line. Picks up, looks like about 9 yards. Howell on the tackle. Gabe has 28 of those on the season. Frazier hands off to freshman McKnight, and nowhere to go for him right up the middle. No gain. Willis Frazier, quarterback. We didn't know a whole lot about the Eagles. Owen White on the tackle there. 39 tackles, 2 sacks, and 4 tackles for loss on the season for him coming into this game. Frazier sending Sane in motion. He lines up. Boy, the snap over his head. Ball bounces away, and all he can do is cradle over top of it. Then the ball squirts loose, and MTCS may have it. They do!
I'm not even sure Frazier knew that the ball had gone behind him and fell on it, but it squirted through his legs.
Braden Box recovers the loose ball. Box with a fumble recovery. That is a costly fumble right there. Fumble at the 7:32 mark of the first quarter. Gives the ball right back to MTCS. Yates Guerin passing left side and too high for Eli Wilson. Trying to catch him out there on the left side. Ball's incomplete.
That's a tough throw. You drop it back and it's almost like a lateral pass, just a little bit past the line of scrimmage, and drop back a little bit and trying to make that throw just overthrew him.
Trying to see if he couldn't catch Eli down that left sideline. Turn the burners on. Eli lines up along with Grant Hawson down that side as well. This time it's going to be a keeper for Guerin. Gets to the 20-yard line. Picks up 4. 7:15 left here in the first quarter. 6-0 MTCS.
Well, you know the Cougars are really ranked here and big. Their Eagles are big underdogs.
Yes.
And to lose a fumble on your own 30 is really a tough way to go.
Guerin lines up Brooks Jones to his right. Handoff in motion to Wilson, and Wilson takes it left side to the 15-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short with that 5-yard pickup. It's like, well, I'm sorry, 4th and 1.
Got there and made a nice spin move to pick up those extra couple yards.
That was important because it would have been like 4th and 4.
Yeah.
And now it's 4th and 1. Wilson on the tackle for Ezell Harding. 4th and 1 from the 15. Need to get to the 14-yard line. Guerin keeps it himself and finds pay dirt this time. A 15-yard touchdown. The second time they've scored on 4th down. This time it's Yates Guerin matching his number with a 15-yard rumble. It is his 9th rushing touchdown of the season.
Just a kind of a quarterback draw. I think they were expecting Wilson to get the ball, and Guerin fooled everybody with a 15-yard TD run.
Cougars with the Toots touchdown. Can't wait for those 38-cent fried pickles at Toots. Broad Street Toots only this weekend, celebrating their 38th anniversary. Half order of fried pickles. Toots, good food and fun. Going for the 2-point conversion, and they got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now the Cougars are up 14-0 with 6:02 to play in the first quarter on State Farm Prep Sports.
Does being a caregiver for your loved one wear you out? Then Arosa Care is here to help. Arosa has an experienced team of caregivers and licensed care managers who help families make educated decisions regarding the aging process. This is Erin Keogh Rankin. Let me help you. Call us at 615-848-6774 or find us at arosacare.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Again, tonight brought to you by Good Neighbor State Farm Agent Bud Morris, located at 3245 Franklin Road, just down from Franklin Road Christian School. That's State Farm Agent Bud Morris, 615-893-1417.
Well, here's the Cougar kickoff after their second touchdown. This one's going to bounce out of bounds and give Ezell Harding good field position now as it goes. So they'll have the ball at the 35-yard line. So, John, 2 touchdowns come on 4th downs. You know, that
you don't see that often.
No, you don't.
Really
I was just going to say that. You know, that shows Christian Peterson has a lot of confidence in this bunch.
Well, and that was a good call, I thought. I believe they were really expecting Wilson to get the ball, to get those yards, and they gave it to Guerin instead on that 4th and 1 and fooled everybody.
Do have a few games going on tonight, and we've got a score. PCA leads Webb 6-0 in the first quarter on your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. They're going to kick this one again instead of it being at the 35, so a re-kick.
Kudos to PCA on a good year, inaugural year.
Yep, they've got a chance if they win tonight to be 5-5. Here's the Reynolds kick. This time right down the middle. Bobbled a bit right about the 10-yard line. Nice run by Sane. And going to run it back to the 27-yard line. It looks like maybe 28. And that's where Ezell Harding will get ready. Matlock on the tackle. And Smyrna leads Cane Ridge 7-0 with 5 minutes to play in the first. You know, that Smyrna Cane Ridge game is usually for a region title, but Smyrna's already wrapped it up, and Cane Ridge going to be lucky to get 3rd place. Well, no, they're going to be 4th place. I think Stewart's Creek's going to wind up 3rd. There may be a scenario, but nice run after the catch there by Sane. Sane's been pretty much all the offense tonight. Wilson making the tackle, but he picks up 9 yards there. It'll be 2nd down and a yard. Near side receiver is Robinson, senior who coming into this game had 386 yards in receptions on 22 catches. We're going to pick up that 1 yard right up the gut.
Carry in the middle for no gain, 3rd and short.
No, they didn't catch that 1 yard. Harris making the tackle. Harris, the 2nd leading tackler on the team, at 67. 10 for loss. That one for no gain. It's 3rd and 1 yard to go. Frazier, no. Going to be dropped for a loss. It may have been Harris Hayes.
McKnight on the carry.
That was McKnight once again.
Loss of 2 on
Dodson
the play,
is the one who got in there to make the tackle.
Lost 2 yards.
Going to be 4th down here, deep in their own territory, and going to be forced to punt here, it looks like.
They tried to run that to the left side, and I really think a direct snap right to the quarterback would have been probably more appropriate for Ezell Harding.
Yeah, Dodson just blew that up. Ryder Carver is in. Now a penalty marker has been thrown, and the play clock is down to 0, so they're going to take a delay of game. Well, that's not what you want if you're Ezell Harding. That's going to cost you 5 precious yards. Yates Guerin at the 50-yard, or at the 30-yard line, pardon me.
Yes, in smaller divisions, the quarterback returns punts.
Boy, they bring in some pressure. Just does get it off. Fair catch called for by Guerin at the 38-yard line, and that's where the Cougars will begin.
Our game tonight brought to you by the law offices of John Day. And you can tune in next time for their edition of Countdown to Kickoff. And that'll be much more complete tomorrow night at 6:30. After the game is the Prentice Awesome Heating and Air postgame show.
Brian, John, Rod here with you tonight on WGNS. Tomorrow night it's Oakland Riverdale. Saturday morning, Coach's Corner, and then next Friday night,
Bradley Central.
No, not just yet.
Oh yeah, we got to get through our stuff first.
Don't know. May not be Bradley Central. Who knows where it'll
might be. Might be Maryville. Might be.
Never know. Here's Wilson, 45, 50, and quickly in Ezell territory at the 40. That's Guerin at the 44-yard line.
Down to the 44-yard line.
Yates Guerin to the 44-yard line with a 16-yard run. Copeland with another tackle there.
Well, it's going to be a long night for Ezell Harding. Defense is going to have to come up here.
First bank, first down for MTCS. And here is Eli Wilson off to the races down the sideline. Nobody's going to catch him. It's a 44-yard touchdown, Cougars!
Well, they ran it to the right side, and man, when he gets in the open field, he just puts the burners on, and there's nobody catching him, and had some good blocking there in front of him as well.
My goodness, what a run. Second one of the night for Eli Wilson. With 2:40 to play in the first, Cougars have already put 3 in the end zone. Toots touchdown for MTCS. And on for the extra point, Jarek Reynolds. The kick is up, and the kick is no good, wide left. So your score, 2:40 to play, MTCS 20, Ezell Harding nothing on State Farm Prep Sports.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, JCPenney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here, and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutorepair.com, 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight brought to you by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Craig's Tax Service, and Dr. Automotive. We've got 2:40 to play in the first quarter, and the Cougars have already put up 20 here on the Eagles.
Ready for the kickoff here. Middle Tennessee Christian School putting on quite the show.
Okay, 4 touches for Eli Wilson, 116 yards. Figure that out, average per carry.
Pretty good night so far. Oh, flag on the play. That's 29 yards a carry. It's not a bad per carry average.
You cheated. You had a calculator.
I did. I used your calculator.
And you're not really supposed to. You're not allowed to do that.
Flag on the play.
You don't see me touching your equipment. I wouldn't dare.
You could. You might send a missile off somewhere, you know.
I heard that's going around.
Well, that's true. Offsides on the Cougars. So we'll do this all over again. And the kick. Going to be returnable for Ezell. Oh, it's dropped. It's going to be picked up by Kalen Robinson. Runs it there to the right side, past the 30. About the 33, somewhere in there. We'll see where they spot.
Kalen Robinson.
John, if you're an Ezell Harding fan, and I'm not sure that there are going to be many listening into this broadcast, but there might be a few, they need to tick off a first down or two. They have just been anemic here offensively.
Yeah, they've gotten a couple of first downs, but they haven't been able to do anything. Usually it has been the first play. They've got to get some quick yardage, and then they're shut down by the Cougars. MTCS's front is really big.
They're huge.
To the Eagles, the Ezell Harding Eagles.
2:29 to go here in the first. Sending 3 wide here to the near side. Boy, tipped, knocked away by Seth Harris. Boy, Seth came in there It's just like he read that play, knew the playbook for Ezell Harding. Seth has one interception to his credit so far this year. Almost had number 2 right there. That was one play that worked earlier, as Rod reminded us. Well, that's one they'll have to take out of the playbook now. 2nd and 10. Go to the ground this time, and they give it to their freshman McKnight, who gets a few right side. Give him 4, and that brings up 3rd down now. Dodson with a tackle, and it's 3rd down and 6. Coming to the near side, Elijah Donnell, who has spent some time as the quarterback this season. Ball tipped in the air, and Seth Harris did get that second pick, and he's going to take it the other way to the end zone. Pick 6 for Seth Harris on senior night. Touchdown, Cougars.
It was not an easy interception either. The ball was deflected. He had to reach back and grab it and then get momentum to go the other way.
What a play. The score comes with 1:32 to play here in the first. Cougars going to line up to go for 2 here now. Gates Guerin. So he's got Brooks Jones on his left hip. And now Eli Wilson lines up as an H-back there to the right. Guerin's going to keep it himself and try to dive forward, but does not get in. So your score is 26-0. 26-0 as the 2-point try is no good. MTCS leads Ezell Harding on State Farm Prep Sports.
Here in Tennessee, most dogs and cats benefit from year-round flea and tick prevention. Here at Animal City, we are able to help. This is Amanda at Animal City, inviting your family to come do business with my family. Make sure to adventure through our small animal department downstairs. Your next furry friend may be waiting for you. Hedgehogs, guinea pigs, hamsters, and so many other friends. We're celebrating our 33rd anniversary. Animal City, 919 Northwest Broad Street, Murfreesboro.
When Rutherford Countyans think of insurance professionals, they think Rayburn Insurance Agency at 200 South Lowry in Smyrna, meeting the needs of thousands of customers since 1973. You can trust Rayburn Insurance with all your needs, a place where customer service really matters. It's personal with Rayburn Insurance, as fans of local sports, as friends, and as insurance professionals. Check them out at rayburn.net or call 615-459-4145. Rayburn Insurance, for business, auto, home, and life insurance.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Tonight, we're brought to you by First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home, Dr. Automotive, and State Farm. 26-0 after the 38-yard interception, or the 38-yard interception by Seth Harris. 26-0, MTCS leads.
Well, Jarek Reynolds' legs probably tired after all the kickoffs here. The kick to Demetrius Sane, going to be returned to the 35-yard line. And
they've had that same return about 3 or 4 times, 33, 34, 35.
They're going to get the ball right there at the 35-yard line. And John, if it could go wrong, it has gone wrong for Ezell Harding here in the first quarter, hasn't it?
Well, they've not, number one, they haven't been able to get any offense going. Only 17 yards of total offense, and I'll be honest, MTSU is just bulldozing their way to the touchdowns.
Going to the second quarter, Smyrna 14, Cane Ridge 7 on the Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Trying to keep it on the ground here, and McKnight just a yard. they have not really been able to figure out a way to penetrate that defensive line of MTCS for sure. White and Perry combine on the tackle. Jesse Perry, 27 tackles, 3 for loss on the season coming into this game. Whoop, flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Somebody lined up wrong for Ezell Harding.
And that's going to cost him 5.
Remains second down. Great crowd here tonight, Brian. They've got a fall festival or something going on over there. Senior night too, yeah. And they walked over from there, just came right over here for the ball game. That's kind of a smart idea. Didn't get a corn dog I wanted, but
got a good hamburger. Pass right side to Marcus Gibbs, and he's not even going to get back to the stick. It's a minus play there. Lost a yard.
Pass complete to number 33, Marcus Gibbs.
And with only 15 seconds to play here in the first quarter, I don't think they're going to get another playoff here before the end of the first. Guerin on the tackle, and they're not even interested in getting a playoff. So we're going to go to the second quarter. First quarter, all orange and white. Cougars 26, Eagles nothing on State Farm Prep Sports.
Here at Bud's Tire, we make buying Michelin tires simpler. I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We offer a straightforward approach to service, including nationwide warranties with every purchase. Stop in today to see our full lineup of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. For whatever you drive, Michelin and BF Goodrich have a tire to fit any need. Bud's Tire Pros, hassle-free, guaranteed. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstireprostn.com.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is dedicated to our community. Hi, I'm John Allen, Vice President and Commercial Banker at our 3427 Memorial Boulevard location in Murfreesboro. Let me help you expand, purchase, or build. With local people and decisions, we offer the best in true community banking. Come visit us today or check us out at fnbmt.com.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, NMLS 401715.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
If you need a good neighbor, State Farm agent, that's Emerson Williams. He's located in Smyrna at 199 Ewing Springs Road West. You know where that is. You used to live over there. Right off Hazelwood Drive. State Farm agent Emerson Williams, 615-459-2683. Start of the second.
Here we go. Going left to right now are the Eagles. Pass to the left side by Frazier is incomplete, intended for Marcus Gibbs. And I'm sure Marcus heard the footsteps of all those Cougars in pursuit. It is no good, incomplete, and it's 4th down. And on 4th and 11, deep at their own 34-yard line, I would say we are going to see a punt here.
You know, Brian, I was looking at their field tonight, and for it to be the last game of the year, this field's in great shape.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a grass field,
yeah,
natural. Carver on to punt. Ooh, they brought pressure. It's a high, short punt. Everybody gets away from it. It's going to take an Eagle roll to the 39-yard line, but still really good field position for the Cougars.
They were about one hand width of blocking that.
It was very, very close. So MTCS with good field position at the 39-yard line here.
Our game tonight brought to you by JHA Company, Little Caesars Pizza, Rayburn Insurance Agency in Smyrna, and Last Cass's Feed Supply.
We are going to have some reports. Danny Brewer was not only on Primetime Sports with Clark Blair, but he is now at Cane Ridge, made it to Nashville, didn't break any speed laws, and is going to have some halftime and post-game reports on that game. Smyrna leading 14-7 there now. Yates Guerin, a pass over to Jones, and now downfield, incomplete to Grant Austin. trying to get Grant's second touchdown of the year.
What a great play. Great call. And there was nobody.
Nobody.
I mean, nobody. And he just overthrew him a little bit.
I think Rod Edwards would have even had a chance at that.
Well,
I don't think he could have run down that
they wouldn't have sent him out there for that.
That was a 1st and 10 play. Here's 2nd and 10. Guerin.
Let's do it again.
Passes right side. Briggs Boyd. Boyd sideline 50, 45, and in Eagle territory, out of bounds. Well, I don't think he went out of bounds, but he is down right around the 40. 19-yard pickup. He's going to be out of bounds at the 43 is where they place it. Robinson on the takedown for the Eagles. Robinson with 21 tackles, 4 interceptions on the season for him. One of the bright spots on the Eagles defense. That's a First Bank first down. They fake the handoff and they give to Wilson. He's on the run, motoring down the right sideline, 35 to the 30 and inside the 30. We'll see the spot. It's going to be at the 27. Bandy on the takedown. 27-yard line. It's another first down run there. That's a 16-yard rumble. Boy, John, you just feel like every time Wilson touches it, he's got a chance to go.
At least 15 at the very minimum.
2 wide near side. He's got it again. This time, they catch him as he tries to turn it upfield.
And you jinxed him.
Got him at the 24-yard line for a short gain. Picks up 3. Wilson takes down Wilson this time. That's Noah Wilson. 34 tackles on the season for Noah.
On that long pass that they overthrew, if I'm that running back, I would probably throw it. Knowing he's that wide open, I think I'd throw it short rather than try to lead him.
I thought that was a really good pass by Brooks Jones.
It was really nice.
2 wide outs near side. That's Boyd and Harris. Oh boy, there's a mix-up in the backfield. And Guerin recovers it. Guerin and Jones just kind of got tangled up in the backfield. So a loss, and now it's going to be 3rd and 11. Their first 2 scores came on 4th down plays. One was 4th and long from the 29. Here's Wilson coming down the corner, 20, turns and spins down to the 10-yard line. And that's going to be enough for a first down as he takes it 18 yards.
He looked over the play, saw the hole, and what a quick burst of speed to get through there and get that first down. That was a nice run.
You're going to put it back at the 11-yard line, so 1st and 10 at the 11 instead of 1st and goal from the 10. Boy, he's got to be close to 150 yards or so in this game, the first half so far. Guerin sets him down. Here's Wilson going right side. Does he get the edge? He does. Does he stretch for the pylon? He's going to be short. He's going to be down at about the 6. Kind of a tough angle here, but it's not the 6 though either, is it? It's like the 1.
May have slipped a little bit trying to make that cut. He was trying to cut back in.
No, it's the 5. The end zone is
he was definitely trying to cut back, and then he kind of slipped.
It's 2nd and 5 from the 6. There we go. Keeping right, going up the middle. And it's going to be a bit short here. 3rd down.
Guerin on the QB keeper.
Yates Guerin keeping.
Like he's going to have about 2 or 3 yards here to get it.
Sets up 3rd and 1.
Wilson
for the Cougars.
on the tackle. Going to need about another yard here. 3rd down and 1. It's 26-0 MTCS. Right up the middle. End zone. Touchdown.
Tennessee. Jones on the carry. Good for another water heating and cooling touchdown.
Went a little bit to the outside that time, Brian, and Brooks Jones got in.
Brooks Jones with the touchdown for the Middle Tennessee Cougars. And nothing fancy about that. That's just pounding it for Middle Tennessee. Jarek Reynolds for a point after the Toots touchdown. Bobbled, and Reynolds is going to take a tough hit after that. So the extra point, no good. So your score now 32-0. MTCS leads our friends from Nashville and Ezell Harding on State Farm Prep Sports.
Pizza. You can now order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com. We've made ordering online a breeze. From sirpizzatn.com, tap on the location nearest you and begin your order for carryout or delivery. You can order the Royal Feast, create your own, spaghetti, calzones, everything right from our online portal at sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Hello friends, Lenny Farmer with Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home. More than I can count, we have taken care of families who were totally caught off guard with the passing of a loved one. There are so many details to tie up. It really can be overwhelming. Again, more than I can count are the comments from families who have pre-planned and pre-funded their or their loved one's funeral, saying, "I'm so thankful we took care of this ahead of time. It would have been a financial hardship had we not. Let me help you pre-plan. Call me at 615-893-2422.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Football.
32-0, Cougars on top here with 7 minutes to go in the second quarter here from Middle Tennessee Christian School. Looking impressive so far.
Certainly are.
Eli Wilson, 8 carries, 160 yards on the night.
Here's the kickoff, and this one's going to take a bounce, be picked up right about the 1-yard line by Sane, and he's going to be dropped just shy of the 15-yard line, right about the 14.
I think he was indecisive about whether to let that ball roll into the end zone or pick it up. It kind of just died there at around the 1-yard line, and unfortunately for the Eagles, he made the decision to bring it out.
Mathis on the tackle.
Eagles will have the ball 1st and 10.
A lot of underclassmen on this Ezell Harding team. 32-0 with 6:51 left in the half. IDST's halftime show coming your way here tonight at halftime. Be sure to stay with us for that. Here's Jaden McKnight. Runs left side. Gets maybe a yard there.
There's just nowhere backs to go.
Plays 2nd and 9 for the Eagles.
Noah Wilson was he's a senior, according to the stats that I got, was their leading rusher. But McKnight coming in had 49 carries, 171 yards. They only had 745 yards rushing. And Elijah Donnell, ooh, that was almost picked off by Howell, Gabe Howell. He has 2 picks on the season.
That was a good play there by number 18, Demetrius Sane, to keep Middle Tennessee Christian School from getting that interception. He was playing self-defense after the ball went through behind him.
But Donnell finish that point. He was who I thought was going to be their quarterback, the junior, but I guess they've kind of shaken up their lineup, and maybe there's some people with injuries or something that we didn't know about. 3rd down and 9. I don't know. They haven't had many first downs either, have they?
They've had 2.
Looks like Ezell Harding takes the timeout here. Let's step aside for one as well, and we'll be back on State Farm Prep Sports.
Did you just move here? Was the Tennessee summer a surprise? If the heat and humidity caught you off guard, wait until you feel a Tennessee winter. Since 1940, Roscoe Brown has been helping families in this area, and just like you go to the doctor for a checkup, you need to let Roscoe Brown do a winter checkup on your HVAC system. Don't let the approaching Tennessee winter surprise you. Set up a winter HVAC checkup at Roscoe Brown.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
I want to thank Celeste along with State Farm agents Bud Morris, Emerson Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack for covering our game tonight and each and every game. And they'll be with us again tomorrow night.
All right. Haven't seen a whole lot of scoring going on. That PCA Webb game is in the 2nd quarter, still 6-0 PCA. Smyrna leads Cane Ridge 21-14. That one's in the 2nd quarter as well. On 3rd and long, and they just lofted out here. The catch is made. No, it's incomplete to Elijah Donnell.
Great pass rush that time by the Cougars. They had an all-out blitz on him, and he just threw off his back leg, couldn't get any momentum on the throw.
So 4th and 9, and very deep here in their own territory. Ezell Harding going to be forced to punt away. And MTCS should get very good field position here. I believe that's Gabe Howell, right about the 33-yard line. I think it's 20 that I saw. It is. Pretty decent kick here as well. And it's going to roll across midfield and finally going to roll dead at the 43-yard line. So that is where the 44-yard line is where they're finally going to say that it dropped. So that's where MTCS will start a series here, leading 32-0 with 5:41 to play in the half. See if we can't rustle up some news on the Eagleville-Cornersville game as well. That's the 4th game that's going on this evening. Haven't seen anything from that one so far tonight. 1st and 10 here for Middle Tennessee. Aaron sets him down. Going to keep to the midfield 50. And he's going to be ridden down at the 49-yard line by Owen Billiot. He does pick up 8 yards. Guerin coming into the game had over 630 yards rushing himself and 8 TDs. So he picked up a rushing touchdown tonight. Line sets up heavy to the right. A couple of halfbacks that way. Guerin waits on the line. Open up a hole to the right and rumbles down to the 44-yard line. Another 4-yard pickup and a first bank first down. Copeland on the tackle.
Guerin and Wilson, the 1-2 punch for the Cougars, have over 200 yards rushing here in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 44 of Ezell Harding. 4.5 minutes to play in the first half. Little misdirection. Coming out of there with it is Briggs Boyd. Boyd takes it across the 40. Be down to the 38. And a 7-yard pickup. lot of Thursday night games tonight around the state.
Second and a long 3.
It'll be second down and 3 yards to go. Direct snap to Wilson. Coming here to the near side. Great tackle. Gets him down to the 30-yard line. Copeland makes the tackle, but I believe that was Owen White who made a smashing tackle that sprung him free to the 30.
Yeah, that was a nice block, and Wilson just hurdled over the next guy. He's a tremendous runner. I guess he's a Mr. Football candidate, or will be.
You would think.
Oh, we thought together, didn't we?
3:13 to play in the half. Guerin fakes the handoff, looking over the top. End zone. There you go. Grant Hawson, second touchdown of the year for the senior. Big touchdown, 30-yard strike through the air. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
Absolutely wide open. Absolutely, but you know, when you've got a running game like they've got, boy, it sure makes it a lot easier to get that ball, especially with play action at all.
Guerin blistered that one in. That's a Toots touchdown for the Cougars. Beautifully placed. Don't forget Toots' 38th anniversary special. Half an order of fried pickles, just 38 cents. Snap was bad, so Guerin pulled it back in, keep the ball from being picked away, and the extra point no good. So your score is 38-0. MTCS leads Ezell Harding on State Farm Prep Sports.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. Over that time, we've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
It's not just a home or a car. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack. We see your home and car as the time and memories you put into them. Give me a call at 615-900-0877 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
Renters, when you combine State Farm auto and renter's insurance, you save an average of $642. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and I'm ready to help you combine auto and renter's insurance and save. Call me at 615-459-2683.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight is brought to you by Roscoe Brown Heating and Air, First Bank, Rosa Care, and the Law Offices of John Day. Guerin, a 30-yard strike to Hawson. It's 38-0 now, Middle Tennessee Christian.
Well, another kickoff here. And going to return the ball just across. Ooh, flags everywhere. Boy, and this away from the football as well.
Flag.
Yeah.
Flag.
First they got tangled up, then they got mad, then they kicked a little bit.
And Rod was looking at it, and he's been kind of watching. Those were some freshman players. These are unsportsmanlike penalties that are going to be assessed here.
Foul against the Eagles.
This is going to go against
15-yard penalty.
Ezell Harding.
Will be half the distance to the goal line.
Just some frustration
from the end of the play.
Well, if you're Ezell Harding, there's a lot to be frustrated about. They just haven't really had a very productive first half.
Middle Tennessee Christian School takes a timeout. So will we. 2:51 to play in the half. They lead 38-0 on State Farm Prep Sports.
We're talking now with Heather here at Carpets by Osborne. Tell us what it's like to work at a family business.
It's a lot of fun. However, it's a lot of work. Everybody has to pull their weight equally.
What do you think are some of the advantages of people doing business with a family business versus a corporate business?
We are here to answer all questions. We're responsible for scheduling jobs. We're not here to sell you material and pass you off to a list of installers.
Carpets by Osborne on Northwest Broad, next to Tire World.
Hey, I'm Jack Hayes, here with my dad Nick and my granddad Pops.
In 1985, when we opened our doors, we had one kids item on the menu. It was a hot dog. But today we have one of the most popular kids items in Rutherford County. What's your favorite item, Jack?
Chicken fingers, curly fries, and our homemade barbecue sauce.
At Toots Restaurants, our quality has not changed.
Our portions have not changed.
Our products have not changed.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
We are back here, 1st and 10 for Ezell Harding. They are backed up now to the 11-yard line after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, as if they needed something else to worry about here now. And Frazier slings it out to Phillip Snow, sophomore, and he is crushed. The ball comes loose, but they're going to say he was down after contact, I think. No, they're going to say it's the Cougars football.
Well, he was hit.
He was crushed.
He was concentrating on trying to hold on to the ball. Then he got mauled by the Cougars at the 10. It would have been a loss of a yard anyway, Brian. Lined up now, it's the Cougar football.
Who was that wound up with the ball? Brooks Jones cleaned it up, so we'll go with that. My goodness. Jones, by the way, on the year, he has been the one that's cleaned up a lot. 107 tackles, 2 sacks on the season. He has cleaned up a lot for the Cougars. Well, it's just gone from bad to worse for Ezell Harding. MTCS with the ball, 1st and goal now. And they give the ball to Wilson. Wilson, right side, rumbles right down to the 1.5-yard line. So he picks up 9.5 yards. Wilson tackling Wilson once again. 2nd and goal from the 1.5. They roll out. Self sets him down. Shift around. Direct snap to Wilson. Wilson dives in, and Wilson's in. Touchdown Cougars. Another one for Eli Wilson and Middle Tennessee.
And speaking of Brooks Jones, he was there to that lead blocker in that play. Did a nice job of creating the hole for him.
Plowing the road. See what MTCS decides to do in terms of maybe going for 2 here. I think that's what they're going to attempt, it looks like. They lead 44-0 right now with 1:34 left to play in the first half. And they are lining up here for a 2-point try. Guerin, since Wilson in motion, flag. It's a procedure penalty against the Cougars, so that's going to back them up here. Make this 2-point try just a little more difficult. So that'll back them up 5 yards. So they're going to try maybe a little something different here as Guerin gets a sign from the sideline. Briggs Boyd coming here near side, along with Grant Hawson. And Guerin being pursued. Guerin slings it to the sideline, and it is incomplete, intended for Hawson. 2-point try, no good. So with 1:40 to play in the first half, Cougars with a commanding 44-0 lead here on State Farm Prep Sports.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank has been supporting local schools and student athletes in the classroom and on the field. We're big on helping our home teams reach their goals. You can count on knowledgeable bankers, competitive rates, and an open line of communication. So join the winning team at Wilson Bank and Trust, where we're not just your bankers, we're your neighbors and friends. Visit any of the 30 Wilson Bank and Trust offices or visit wilsonbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Welcome back here to Middle Tennessee Christian School and Throneberry Stadium. It's been all Cougars here in this one as Jarek Reynolds puts the toe in this one. And here comes Demetrius Sane. Sane finds some open field, 30, 40, 50, 40, one man to beat, and he is cracked by the kicker, Jarek Reynolds. He was the only one that could make the play, and he did.
Yeah, it was one-on-one, mono against mono, and Reynolds won the battle. You don't see that often.
The senior kicker.
If I'd been the kicker, I'd have been like ducking.
Wow.
Gave the Ezell Harding fans a little something to cheer about. He thought he had 6, though.
He sure did. But the senior kicker coming up big.
I wonder if Reynolds thought he had 6. He did play it well, though. He just kind of stood his ground and let him come to him.
Yeah, he did. Well, see if Ezell Harding can put together something here. Frazier passes left side. It's tipped. Seth Harris tipped it.
Boy, he's everywhere, isn't he?
Seth Harris thought he might have had another interception. He had 1 pick 6 tonight, his second interception of the season. Minute 23 to play. MTCS up big, 44-0. Senior night for 13 of these players and their parents. Pass downfield caught by Kalen Robinson. Going to be muscled down at the 13, make that 14-yard line. Howell with the tackle. 110. That would be, you said 2 first downs, so that's what, their 3rd first down? They haven't had many. So this is obviously their best drive and best field position. Only trip to the red zone tonight. Frazier looking, passes high, intended for Robinson. Well, there were a lot of black jerseys in there where he threw that football.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad pass, really. I mean, he threw it up. It was a little high, but that receiver probably would tell you he probably could have had that. He drilled it in there.
Smyrna Cane Ridge game is at half with Smyrna leading 21-14 at Cane Ridge. And PCA trailing Webb 7-6 at halftime. Going with a run play this time and not much doing right there up the middle. With McKnight, give him a yard.
Brought down by Jesse Perry.
And it appears we're going to get a timeout or what?
Timeout, Eagles.
There's a flag on the play too.
Personal foul.
It's a personal foul on Ezell Harding.
15-yard penalty.
So that's going to cost them 15 yards. Boy, John, can't have that. I don't know that they got a timeout I guess they did get a timeout. Let's just take 30 seconds here so we don't miss anything, but they're going to have a personal foul as well. They trail 44-0 with just 31 seconds. A 30-second timeout for us. We'll be right back.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here, and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutorepair.com, 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Brought to you by our friends at TOA. That's right, Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. They provide expert treatment of injuries to bone, joints, and muscles. TOA's team of surgical specialists can get you back in the game. And I don't understand why they haven't gotten me back in the game. That knee replacement, it's been slow. I haven't been able to do any sprints or anything. Okay, guys, that was a joke, okay?
Were you in the game before?
Well, I used to be a pretty good backyard football player. Back and knee. Back, more knees.
Well, with the 15-yard penalty now, it's 3rd and 24 from the 28-yard line for Ezell. Boy, that is a very tough penalty. Frazier back to pass. They bring the heat and a sack.
Down goes
Owen White.
Owen White.
His 3rd sack of the season. And now MTCS takes a timeout. Let's take one as well on State Farm Prep Sports.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Rayburn Insurance in Smyrna.
Come see me, Rick Hall, at Rayburn Insurance in downtown Smyrna today.
Online at rayburn.net.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service. We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service reminds you that it makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We've been serving Rutherford County since 1988.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're just off Memorial Boulevard at 142 Heritage Park Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Well, it's 4th and 30 for Ezell Harding. And here is Donnell at quarterback. Rolls out left side, lofts it into the air, and it is picked off. Nope, not picked off, but knocked down. Brooks Jones, I believe, defending on that play.
That was a smart thing to do, is not pick it off. It was 4th down, so now they get great field position. They do have 16 seconds left. I believe I would try the old play they did earlier that was overthrown.
Well, we have a second here to give you an update on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. All right, here we go. Score update here for you. And everything is at halftime here on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. 16-14 Eagleville over Cornersville at the half. 7-6 Webb over PCA at the half. Smyrna 21, Cane Ridge 14 at the half. We're almost there. And here's Guerin looking deep, going left side. It's Eli Wilson, and he makes the catch inside the 30-yard line with 6 seconds. So they will have to stop the clock to set the chain. It's a first down as well, so they'll have some time here. MTCS has got 1 timeout remaining. So they take their last time out here. Let's take 30 seconds. We'll be right back.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, JCPenney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more.
grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight brought to you by Two's Good Food and Fun, Butts Tire, Wilson Bank and Trust, and Rayburn Insurance Agency. Boy, and I seem like I've done a lot of those tonight.
I guess you have. It's Brian, John, and Rod here from Throneberry Stadium and Middle Tennessee Christian School. MTCS has 6 seconds. They have the ball at the Ezell Harding 29-yard line. Out of timeouts here. Yates Guerin back to pass, stops, looks, goes to the end zone, and overthrown. Incomplete, and there is no time left on the clock. And so looks like we're going to the locker room, and Grant Hawson just kind of ran right into the field goal standard. But he's up, and he's okay. The official talked to him, and he did not say that Jimmy Carter was the president right now, so I think he's okay. I'm not sure he even would have known who Jimmy Carter is unless he passed Lynn Berkey's history class or something. I don't know. But anyway, we're at halftime, and it's been all orange and white. MTCS with a commanding 44-0 lead here at halftime. So we've got a lot to do here at the half. We've got Danny Brewer, who's going to give us an update on Smyrna, Cane Ridge. We're going to have scores. We're going to have highlights of the first half. And we're going to have one of the senior parents talking about what it's like to have this senior night and what it's been all about and all the emotion that goes with that. So that's what we're going to have for you here from MTCS tonight on the Ideas Tees halftime show. It's coming up next right here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Mills Family Pharmacy has served Murfreesboro and surrounding communities for nearly 2 decades. From a simple prescription refill, an over-the-counter remedy, to a compounded prescription, Mills Family Pharmacy can help.
This is Chad Mills with Mills Family Pharmacy. Come on down and see us. We're located next to Toots South on South Church Street in Murfreesboro. We'd love to have you.
At Mills, we also offer a medication delivery service. Learn more by visiting us online at millsfamilypharmacy.com.
You know, everyone has a more. First, it's a pony. Then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do. But your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more. That never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
You've seen the ads out there, companies wanting to buy your home. But why sell yourself short when you can get fair market value? I'm Lisa Patton. If you have an estate to settle or a home to sell, call Parks Auction. We'll work with you to sell your home or property in any condition with no costly repairs on your timeline. Why accept one offer when you can have multiple? You need Parks Auction. We look out for your best interest. Call Parks Auction today. We handle everything.
You've heard people say, you know your work by your name, but there's no better name for residential and business concrete work than Dan France Concrete. From basic slabs to decorative stamping, for your next concrete project, call Dan France Concrete, 615-642-5152.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Trust me, Dan is committed to the community and will offer you a great product. He'll stand behind his work and make sure you're satisfied with every aspect of the work. Dan France Concrete.
Head over to J. Mullins Jewelry to check out their selection of rings, watches, custom designed jewelry, and much more. They're a local business located at 352 West Northville Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro. They have gifts for all occasions, weddings, graduations, anniversaries, whatever you need, you can find it at J. Mullins Jewelry. That's at 352 West Northville Boulevard or online at mullinsjewelry.com.
Local business owners, you know how important it is to be here for your customers. I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and I run a small business in Rutherford County too, and I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-895-2700.
Your ride, your stuff. You live with them together. I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack. It's smart to protect them together, to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me help you save by combining your auto and renters.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Time for the Ideas Tees halftime show with Middle Tennessee Christian leading by a score of 44-0 here at halftime. Ideas Tees is the place in Rutherford County for school spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, specialty items, and more. Plus, you can buy all of your officially licensed MTSU Blue Raider merchandise from Raider Tees. For Blue Raider tees, polos, hats, and more, visit their showroom at 910 Ridgely Road. Just turn off Broad Street between Chewy's and Chili's. Ideas Tees can put your logo on just about anything. Stop in and see how they can help you promote your favorite team, workplace, or organization. Find out more online at ideastees.com. And we start off with the Dr. Automotive Live report from Cane Ridge, where Smyrna's battling Cane Ridge. Danny Brewer joins us here. And Danny, what you got?
Well, it's 21-14 Smyrna at the half. It's been the Thomas Jones show on offense for Smyrna. You got 2 rushing touchdowns and 1 receiving touchdown. Cane Ridge from the big plays, that's how they've got their points on the board. So, and that's been the story of Smyrna Cane Ridge series over the last few years. I think Smyrna's only beaten them 1 time since they've been in the same district, but Cane Ridge always seems to come up with big plays, and that's been the nemesis for Smyrna. So the second half, let's see if Smyrna can shut down those big plays. If they can, I think they'll have a pretty good chance to win.
You know, I think, Danny, too, coming in, they've clinched. Smyrna has clinched, but just the fact that that's kind of become a pretty good rivalry is enough to motivate the Bulldogs.
No doubt about it. When I talked with Coach Williams last week after Antioch, he said, we're not exhaling. We got Cane Ridge next week, and we owe them. And so, that Smyrna, I know Coach Williams owes it now, and I think that he wants to make sure his players know that too. So defensively, they need to step up. Like I said, offensively, been pretty good. Thomas Jones, his last touchdown was a 77-yard pass, catch, and run that he did and stuff like that. So he's been pretty impressive so far.
It seems like he has picked up the game offensively a little bit. Are they using him more in these games, these latter stages of the season, than they did earlier?
Yes, they've installed him at tailback, but I think that one of the things that's helped him a lot is the development of other offensive players, especially Austin Morse at quarterback. That has really helped Jones because Smyrna has been able to throw the football, and that has opened up the running game a lot for Thomas Jones and allowed them to get him in space and get him the ball to allow him to make plays.
I sit here and I wonder at Matt Williams and his coaching staff. When they started the season off, Danny, I wouldn't give them a Chinaman's chance of getting in there and trying to and come out with region champs and winning these last games like they have.
They've done an excellent job of staying the course. Early on, they had a pretty tough schedule when you think about Riverdale and Ravenwood in those first. And Rockvale is a pretty good football team too.
Yeah, I think.
So when you think about the schedule that they had to open the season, it was pretty daunting. But they played tough. They've stayed to task, and here they are looking to win their 6th straight game tonight.
Well, I know it's pretty exciting, a 7-point margin there for Smyrna, and we'll have a report for you at the end of the game. And good luck to the Bulldogs tonight the rest of the way.
All right, I look forward to hearing from you guys.
All right, that's Danny Brewer with our Dr. Automotive Live in-game report. Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASC certified auto repair for decades. They grew up here and now are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair. That's Dr. Automotive on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna. Online at smyrnaautorepair.com. And if you need to insure your car, you can go to Emerson Williams is over there on Hazelwood Drive as well. All right. Right now we are kind of having a special ceremony here at Middle Tennessee Christian School. And you had a chance, Brian, to talk to an outstanding individual who has a son that's playing for the Cougars.
Yeah, it's a special night here tonight, senior night at MTCS, and been a great first half for the Cougars, and I want to welcome in Craig Harris, who's joining us now. We've heard him on the air a lot here on WGNS, but he's a dad here tonight. Craig, it's been very emotional here, of course, to be watching your son and all of these young men who you've been around all these many years playing their last regular season home game right here on this field.
Yeah, it really is, Brian. I mean, I've coached these kids, since they were in 5th grade, and they have been successful. I mean, they've either won the championship or finished runner-up since 5th grade. And I coached them, and they're some wonderful kids. And, I mean, I love them so much. And I'm very sad tonight. This is senior night. Of course, I have emotional attachment to my son, but I'm attached to all these kids as their parents as well. So MTCS has been a really good school to me, and I can't tell you how proud I am of it.
Football is a game that allows you to create friendships and brotherhoods, and these are bonds these guys will have forever.
They hang out in my house. My sons have been best friends with them. I mean, they have went through the ups and downs, injuries, girls breaking up. I mean, they've been through it all. And they're really good ball players. I mean, MTCS has really been successful. This class has, I don't think they've lost less than 8 games. And, one of that's a semifinal appearance, and they're number 1 right now. So, it's a really good group. And it's a testament to the parents and their coaches and just the hard work they put in.
We're talking about from when they could barely even keep the gear on and go up and down the field. I mean, these were little peewees out there at one time.
Yeah, and I mean, I think I had a Facebook post, how they pop up and say, this many years ago, this happened on this day. And one of them was when I was coaching at Black, and at halftime, my son was 9 years ago, and he's sitting on a bench, sitting right next to me with hair or something. And it was just, surreal, and then you get to the emotional night of senior night, and it's just like, wow, time has passed. But I'm very proud of them.
Obviously an emotional night here tonight, and, just being able to play more football, but knowing that, the next game could be the last. I'm sure that every snap's going to be emotional from here on out.
Yeah, I mean, after tonight, they're only guaranteed one game, so they have to get it together, and I think they are. I really see them focused. I really see this team going a long ways in the playoffs, and they really worked hard. And yeah, I mean, it's real. We kept saying, I think we said that 3 times, but it just gets to a point to where, as a father, and being so proud of your son, and just knowing, this is the last regular season game he'll ever play. Seth goes to college, which we hope he does, if we're blessed. But if he doesn't, then the realization is this will be his last football game.
Well, I know that he's got friendships with these guys, and 10-year, 20-year reunions, and all. They're going to spend time talking about these games like this one in the playoffs that are to come, and just looking back over these memories. And they're making them tonight and in the weeks that are to come. And Craig, appreciate that, and I know that they're going to appreciate their parent support that all these guys have gotten.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm really glad you are doing this last game on the radio show. So it's an honor, to coach at MTCS. It's an honor to coach these kids. And it's an honor to be a parent and a loving father figure to me. So thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Greg Harris joining us here on the Ideas Tees halftime show. And, it's unbelievable, John, if you look at their roster. I didn't count up the number, John, but if you count 13 and with their roster, I mean, it's probably half of the total number that they've got. I mean, so, this is a very, very heavily numbered senior-laden team, if you will. So.
Yeah, and he was emotional just talking to him,
really. He really was.
All right, thank you, Brian, for that. And it's time for our Rayburn Insurance keys to the second half. And, Rod, I don't know if there really are any keys to the second half, because the first half was dominated by MTCS.
It will continue to be dominated. Basically, Ezell hasn't been in the game. Can't run up the middle. I mean, you got 3 big interior linemen up front, and especially for this small a school. And then you got several outstanding linebackers, good defensive backs. And what about that wing T offense that they run?
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, isn't it?
And the thing is, it's tough to defend because you never see it.
Yeah, and when you got a runner like Wilson,
right,
that can command on the field like he can, it is pretty a lot of good misdirection in that offense as well. What does Ezell Harding do? I mean, you just try to go back to the basics and
you keep playing to improve.
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely don't want to start hanging your head. You want to come out, play hard, try to make yourself better. That's your goal. You have to get better. They're a fairly young team, so I didn't see about maybe 5 or 6 seniors possibly. So this is the building time for them because they, I think, recently got back into football.
Well, that's kind of the keys to what's happening. There's going to be a running clock, and Cougars just got to keep on keeping on, I guess, really.
Yeah, I mean, they may have some plays they need. Their weaknesses, it's time to work it on, get other players in.
Work on that
build
extra point, maybe.
Yes.
A little bit, 2-point conversion. Yeah.
Right.
That's about the only thing I can see that hadn't gone well for them tonight. All right, it's time for our first half replays. Due to time constraints, I'm going to probably cut these off just a little bit, but we'll get as many as we can. MTCS got on the score first with 9:01 to go in the first quarter. Eli Wilson's 29-yard run.
Direct snap to Eli Wilson. Wilson gets a nice block. 10-5, end zone, touchdown. Cougars takes it in from 29 out.
Well, within doubt, you need 10 yards. Wilson will get you about 29.
MTCS strikes first here in this matchup with the Eagles.
MTCS scored again with 6:02 to go in the first. Yates Guerin, 15-yard run.
Guerin keeps it himself and finds Paydirt this time. A 15-yard touchdown. The second time they've scored on 4th down. This time it's Yates Guerin matching his number with a 15-yard rumble. It is his 9th rushing touchdown of the season.
And MTCS then scored again, a 44-yard run by Wilson to make it 20-0.
And here is Eli Wilson off to the races down the sideline. Nobody's going to catch him. It's a 44-yard touchdown, Cougars!
Well, they ran it to the right side, and man, when he gets in the open field, he just puts the burners on, and there's nobody catching him, and had some good blocking there in front of him as well. Defense had some action as well. This interception of 38 yards by Seth Harris.
Ball tipped in the air, and Seth Harris did get that second pick, and he's going to take it the other way to the end zone. Pick 6 for Seth Harris on senior night. Touchdown, Cougars!
It was not an easy interception either. The ball was deflected. He had to reach back and grab it and then get momentum to go the other way. And that was 26-0 at the time. They scored it again on a 3-yard run by Jones, and then 3:02 to go in the half. A 30-yard pass from Guerin to Hassan, and then final scoring in the first half was a 2-yard run by Wilson to cap things off. It's 44-0 here at halftime. And that's your first half recap, brought to you by Craig's Tax Service. Tax laws can be very confusing, so it makes sense to get help with your taxes. Craig's Tax Service specializes in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. Call them today at 615-890-2233. Craig's Tax Service is at 142 Heritage Park Drive, just off Memorial. That's Mike Brandon and Brett Craig, along with Bruce Hall, saluting all Rutherford County teams this season, and look forward to a great second half in tonight's game. Quickly, going to the stats, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. Rod, you've got the defense tonight.
Yes, not a whole lot of defense for the Cougars, except a lot of outstanding plays because basically they were running the ball down the field. But Seth Harris, as you mentioned, had an interception, 2 tackles. Brooks Jones had 4 tackles. And Owen White had a sack and 2 tackles. Gabe Howell had 2 tackles. Then we had Harris Haynes, one of the big defensive linemen, had 4 tackles. Ryan Dotson, the middle linebacker, had 2. And Jess Perry, the UT commitment, had 2. but his forte is on the offense. Defensively, basically two standouts for Ezell Harding. Noah Wilson had 4 tackles, and a lot of times he's the one that tackled Wilson when Wilson did get tackled, and 7 tackles by Garrett Copeland.
All right, for the offense, it's all Cougars tonight. Yates Guerin, 7 carries, 51 yards. Eli Wilson, 11 carries, 175. Brooks Jones, 1 carry for 3 yards. Boyd Briggs had 2 carries for 26 yards. And Dalton White had 1 carry for 4 yards. Yates Guerin was 2 of 5 for 66 yards. 1 touchdown pass to Grant Hawson for 30 yards, and another one to Eli Wilson for 36 yards. Offensively, the Cougars had 259 on the ground, 66 in the air, for a total of 325. Total offense for Ezell Harding, not a lot. 8 yards rushing, 27 passing, for a total of 35. And that's a look at your stats. They're brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. Want to update our scoreboard quickly here for our Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard.
All right, John, here we go. Scores that we have for you right here, right now on the scoreboard.
Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update now.
And the scoreboard has been pretty busy here tonight. And pulling it up here, we've got a third quarter score for you. And in the third quarter, it is Smyrna 27, Cane Ridge 21. Halftime score, it's Webb 7, PCA 6, and Eagleville at the half leads 16-14 over Cornersville. And of course here it is 44-0. MTCS leads Ezell Harding, and second half coming your way in just a second.
All right, and this has been the Ideas Tees halftime show. When we come back, it's the second half of tonight's action between MTCS and Ezell Harding. MTCS leads 44-0. We'll be right back.
Does being a caregiver for your loved one wear you out? Then Arosa Care is here to help. Arosa has an experienced team of caregivers and licensed care managers who help families make educated decisions regarding the aging process. This is Erin Keogh Rankin. Let me help you. Call us at 615-848-6774 or find us at arosacare.com.
Hey, it's Brian sharing why First National Bank of Middle Tennessee has been my bank since opening here in 2014. I just really want to know my bank isn't some corporate outfit out of state, but I also want online banking and a great app. Well, I get that at First National Bank of Middle Tennessee and more. You won't find better customer service either. The people. That's what makes it the best place I've banked. You don't have to settle, you know. Come on over with me to First National Bank of Middle Tennessee on Gateway and Memorial Boulevards. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hello, this is Lenny Farmer with Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home. Often when a man or woman finish pre-planning their funerals with me, I